It is Monday the 22nd of July. I think the last proper update I did would have been on Saturday when I finished up the previous vlog. But yeah, after that, Saturday night, my husband and I went to a friend's movie night. He does these themed double bills and it was a lot of fun. This one was puzzle themed, and the first one was Beyond the Seventh Door, which is a fairly obscure 80s film about this guy who breaks into this building looking for this, supposed treasure, and it ends up being this Saw/escape room type setup where he's got to solve these things in order to get through each room without getting killed. Super low budget, terrible acting. If you're looking for a so bad it's good kind of film, I would definitely recommend this one. It was very fun to watch it with a group of people, so yeah, that was a good time. And then the second film was The Collector, from late 2000s, I think, which I have seen before some years ago. Don't really remember it too well. Don't think I was a big fan. But anyway, we actually couldn't stay the whole night, so we just watched the first one and then had to head home. But anyway, it was a fun time. So that was that. And other than that, Sunday was kind of just a day of doing stuff at home. And I didn't get a chance to watch a film or anything, but I did finish the book I was reading, this one, The Yellow Room by Mary Roberts Rinehart. This one came out in the 1940s, it has that wartime era vibe to it, and it's your classic whodunit murder mystery. A body is found, who killed them. And this one, it took me a minute to get into, just with the writing style, the time period, but I did quite enjoy it overall. I think it did get a bit long and a bit convoluted. There were quite a lot of characters. I did like the vibe of it. It felt like something that would be turned into a Sunday afternoon TV movie. Some kind of Agatha Christie, Miss Marple, Poirot type of situation. I gave this one 3.5 stars. I did enjoy it more than the Benson murder case, which was the one I read earlier in the month that was published in the 1920s. But I didn't enjoy it as much as a couple of the other books that I've read, like the Aosawa murders, which was great, and Dead Girl Blues. It was kind of somewhere in the middle. Anyway, glad I finished that one. And then today, Monday, I started reading this one, The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This is a more recent thriller. I guess I'm not very far into it, but I guess it turns into a cat and mouse kind of scenario. It is basically about a woman who is doing a house sitting thing at this rather remote house, and she's reading a lot of ebooks. She reads this one particular horror novel which turns out to be terrible. She leaves a 1-star review, and the author then messages her and it's telling her to take it down, and she refuses. And then soon thereafter, some strange things start to happen at the house. Could it be this author coming to stalk her for leaving the 1-star review? Sorry, my camera battery died. But anyway, hopefully The Last Word will be fun. And it's Monday night here. We did Burger King for dinner, which was probably a terrible mistake, but sometimes you just want to eat trash. And just having a quiet evening, doing a bit of crochet, and I'm just starting on another crochet project. I'm making a ghost doily for a friend, just kind of made a little start on that, and just been kind of catching up on some YouTube videos. I think I might be done with this crochet cushion cover. it seems to be roughly square, so that's kind of the goal. And yeah, I enjoyed working with this yarn. I like the colour combos. I had bought a cushion, you know, filler thing for it, but it's actually a bit smaller than my end result that is going to cover it. So I feel like I need to buy a larger filler. Anyway, a little crochet update for you. Hello, it is now Thursday, the 25th of July, which is my husband and I's wedding anniversary. We've been married for 13 years, which is actually insane, but also amazing. So, yay us. We were going to go out to dinner tonight to celebrate, but yeah, something else came up, so we're going to go tomorrow night instead, but really looking forward to that. But yeah, just wanted to give you a quick update. So since my last check-in, whenever that was, I've watched one more Giallo film. This was Spasmo, directed by Umberto Lenzi, whose work I do enjoy. I've seen a few of his films and they've all been pretty great, and this one was no exception. This one is more of a like psychological, did this man actually kill someone or not, and what is actually happening, kind of what the fuckery. So yeah, I really enjoyed the vibes of this one, and it had a great ending. So yeah, really glad I checked that one out. And I finished a book last night, I think it was. This was The Last Word by Taylor Adams. So this is a recent one, I think it just came out last year. So this was kind of what I expected it was going to be. It was, yeah, it was okay. I gave it 3 stars. It had some things that I liked about it and that I thought were, you know, well done, but other things were just the kind of things that reminded me why I stopped reading thrillers, I think. I think it was a bit too long. It tried to have way too many twists or reveals or whatever. Like, after a few, I was just kind of like rolling my eyes when like, oh, we're making another twist happen here, are we? Great. Like, I don't know, just that kind of thing doesn't really do much for me. I just find it kind of annoying. Like, just focus on having a good story, maybe, rather than relying on all of the twists and turns. But yeah, it was okay. Like I said, a bit of a mixed bag. But anyway, glad I checked it out, satisfied my curiosity at least, and yeah, probably won't be rushing to read anything by the same author. Like, that's not to say it's bad or anything, it's just not really my cup of tea. And I forgot to mention, but I just filmed my Gob August TBR video, which is why I look like this. I was also wearing a bin bag. I was so hot. So yeah, I just finished filming, I got changed quickly, and I've got the AC on, so I'm like trying to cool down. But anyway, just a couple of other things. I got in the last couple of things that I bought online recently to treat myself when I was having a bit of a moment. So one more Blu-ray. I got The Craft, which is one of my favourites. Yeah, love this one, and this edition has loads of extras and commentaries and stuff on, so I'm looking forward to diving into that. And then the last book that I got is Survivor by Sydney Smith, which came out, I think, early 80s, and it's a revenge story, and it has like one of the most incredible covers ever. I remember seeing this cover somewhere online like a few years ago and thinking it looked brilliant, and when I looked up the synopsis, I was like, that actually also sounds amazing and something that I would really enjoy. And I've been meaning to, you know, pick up a copy, but just hadn't for whatever reason. So I finally decided it's one I've wanted to read for so long. I'm just going to buy a copy. So yeah, I got one for a decent price off eBay. And yeah, it's in decent shape. Some, creasing on the spine, but I don't mind that. Yeah, incredible cover. The artwork actually credits it on the back is by Steve Crisp. So love your work, Steve. Thank you. So those were the last couple of things that I was expecting in the post. And yeah, I think that about catches us up for now. Yeah, like I said, it's Thursday night here. So I think I'm going to go get some dinner, or maybe take off black lipstick and then get some dinner. And yeah, just have a quiet evening. Also, I almost forgot to mention, I finished The Last Word, but I also then started another book. This is The Final Gate by Wesley Southard and Lucas Mangum. This is a novella, and it is inspired by the films of Lucio Fulci, Italian horror master. So yeah, I started this today, and yeah, the Fulci vibes are definitely there. It's set in an orphanage, and there might be something sinister happening to the children. And yeah, the brother of one of the kids that is currently living there is trying to look into what has happened to his brother. So yeah, it's a fun time so far. There's been some good gory scenes, and yeah, looking forward to reading more of that. It is Friday night, July the 26th, I think, and we just got home from our anniversary dinner that we went out to. So my cat is scratching stuff in the background, and I don't know what my dog is doing, but anyway, we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, we went to an Italian restaurant in town that we'd heard really good things about, and decided to finally give it a try. It's it's a bit expensive, so we figured something like an anniversary dinner would be a good occasion to splash out for it. And yeah, definitely worth it. The food was amazing. Yeah, absolutely incredible. We had a really good time, and yeah, we've brought home like the biggest doggy bag I've ever brought home from a restaurant. So even though we ate a ton, there was still like a ton that we brought home as well. And Barry's here. Hey Barry, what you doing? But yeah, home now, and just gonna chill for a bit, and yeah, and then see what the weekend holds. found a few books. Was very excited to get Usher's Passing by Robert R. McCammon. I've heard great things about this and didn't have a copy, so was excited for that. Sadly, when the lady put it in the bag, this bit of the cover like just cracked off. I guess it must have been quite brittle, so that's a shame. I'm going to see if I can, I don't know, tape it back on or something, but it was only like 50 cents, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, I think the books were all 99 cents, but that day at the thrift store, everything was 50% off, so score. Still excited about that. And then I got these two true crime books. I don't really know why I got them because I don't know if I'm ever actually going to read them, but they looked kind of mental. Someone Has to Die Tonight by Jim Greenhill. It does sound kind of insane. And then Bag of Toys by David France, which apparently is titillating. So, yeah, anyway, I got those, 50 cents each. And then same for the DVDs, they were 99 cents, but 50% off. I got Event Horizon, which is cool. And yeah, this edition actually has some cool bonus features, so figured to grab that. Then we got this pretty amazing, beautiful artwork. It's got like a crazy circus theme going on, and we have like a collection of weird animal artwork, so we thought this would fit in well. Plus this one has bonus clowns, and for $1.99 couldn't leave that behind. And then Barry is in the way of this next item. You're gonna have to get up, mate. You're in the way. I know you're very cute, but you gotta get off. Okay, Barry has now left. I had told myself I wasn't going to buy any more jazzy jumpers, but then I saw this one. I mean, come on, how could I leave this behind? It's got pigs on it. It's got pigs on it. And it does have a couple of like small holes, but hopefully I can fix it. And it was only $4.99, which I think is a bargain. I needed it. I love pigs and I love this colour combo, and the pattern goes all the way over the back as well. But funny story, my sister and I call each other Pig. So that's why I needed this, because pigs. So, yay! It is now Saturday, the 27th of July. So yeah, we went out for our anniversary dinner last night, which was really nice. Yeah, we went to an Italian restaurant called Alla Famiglia, which, you know, I'd heard really great things about, and I might have pushed for it, that specific restaurant, because of Giallo July, but it worked out well because it was great, and it was somewhere that we'd been meaning to check out anyway. So yeah, so that was really fun. And then today, Saturday, this morning, yeah, we had a somewhat leisurely morning after last night, and then went to a couple of thrift stores, and yeah, we got a cheap like soft toy thing for our dog Freddie, because there's no point spending too much money on toys for him because he just destroys them pretty quickly. But anyway, he had fun playing with that and slowly ripping it apart. Also, one more quick thing. I think I said the other day that I got the last bit of mail things I bought online. Well, I lied. There were still a couple more books that I'd forgot that I ordered. So yay. Yeah, I bought a couple of the paperbacks from Hell reprints from Valancourt Books. I got Hellhound by Ken Greenhall and The Nest by Gregory A. Douglas. So these are two that I've been wanting for ages. And yeah, decided why the hell not grab them. And yeah, I've heard great things about both of these. I know my friend Kelsey at Slime and Slashers loves these and has talked highly of them. So yeah, excited to dive into them at some point. And yeah, I'm wearing my Giallo July shirt today, representing. And yeah, back home now after the thrift trip. And yeah, I think I might take a nap actually. It's Saturday afternoon and it feels like time for a nap. But then after that, I need to edit my Garb August TBR video, and yeah, also need to just do some, stuff at home, just housework and laundry and exciting things like that. I received the coolest thing in the mail. I actually got this earlier in the month and for some reason totally forgot to share it in a video because I'm an idiot. But my friend Sandy made this incredible piece of jewellery to celebrate Giallo July. We've got the mask, we've got the knife, we've got the bottle of J&B whiskey, and we've got the gloves. Like, how cool is that? Yeah, absolutely amazing. This was such a surprise to receive in the post, and I am, so touched that she would take the time to create this. It's the coolest thing. So yay, happy Giallo July. It is now Sunday afternoon. I did my session on the treadmill this morning. Well done me. I have still been keeping up with my 3 times a week, so yay me. And yeah, I just got done with editing my Garb August TBR video, so that's going to be going up today shortly. So by the time this video goes up, it will already be up, and if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. So yeah, anyway, last night, Saturday night, we watched another Giallo film, and it was The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. This is one, I've been meaning to see for ages. I've seen a few other by the same director, Sergio Martino, and enjoyed them. So I thought this one was going to be good too, and it definitely was. It's going to be one of my favourites of the month for sure. I rated it 4 stars. And it's about a woman, Edwige Fenech. I really enjoyed her performance in this, and yeah, there are some murders happening, and she is married, but she's also having these like dreams / nightmares about this sadomasochistic relationship she had with another man prior to her husband, and then she's also starts having a fling with some other guy. Yeah, it's all going on. Meanwhile, these killings are happening as well. This one was great. It looked awesome. Great score. And I didn't know where the story was going to go. So the ending was unexpected, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this was a great one. Would definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. And also yesterday I finished another book. So this was one that I read on my phone through the Hoopla app. It was free on there. And it was a novella, The Final Gate, by Wesley Southard and Lucas Mangum. So it's my first time reading both of those authors, and I would definitely read more of their work based on this one. I really enjoyed it. It's a novella, so it was a quick read, and it is basically inspired by the films of Lucio Fulci. It's not the most complex story, but it doesn't have to be to emulate and pay homage to Italian horror. Yeah, there were some really awesome scenes where crazy stuff happens, and there's lots of, yeah, gory violence and shit. It was, yeah, really fun. Yeah, definitely a few scenes in particular where I was just like reading it with a big grin on my face while all of this crazy stuff was happening, because I could totally visualize it, you know, being on screen. So yeah, this was a really fun read. And this is one I was reading for Kelsey's book club over at Slime and Slashers. So yeah, glad I was able to get to this one, and that means I only have one more book left to read, which I'm going to start today. So I'll, yeah, talk about that, I guess, next time I have the book close to hand. The final book on my TBR is Don't Scream by Joan Lowry Nixon. This is my first time reading one of her books. I just started it this morning. I read like the intro and the first chapter, so I'm not very far into it. But basically it opens on information about a teenage boy who is a sociopath and might have murdered someone when he was 13, who is now under some kind of witness protection program and is, yeah, moving to a new town. And then chapter 1 opens with our protagonist, teenage girl, and there's this new family moving in next door. And then she speaks to her best friend to tell her all about this cute boy that's going to be starting at their school. And it turns out there's another new boy who is also cute, that her best friend has seen. So 2 cute boys in town, one of them is a sociopath. Which one is it going to be? So yeah, I think this is a fun premise. It's Sunday afternoon right now, so yeah, hopefully I can get a bit more read at some point later today. Hello, it is Tuesday, July the 30th, the penultimate day of Giallo July, which is crazy. So yeah, a few things to catch you up on. So my brother-in-law is visiting. He got here on Sunday, so he's staying with us for a little while. So yeah, I've only just got a chance to get a little vlog in. But yeah, it's Tuesday morning right now. It's been a very grey and rainy morning, and yeah, I've just got a little bit of time here before I go to work, so I figured I'd get a quick video in. So yeah, Sunday night I watched another film. I watched The Sister of Ursula, and yeah, if you are gonna watch this, just heads up, it's quite a lot of sexual content, and it's pretty like, it's softcore basically, so there is, you know, you see some stuff basically, so either if you want to avoid that or if you definitely want to see that, then now you know. But yeah, I did enjoy the story. It was kind of insane, and there is a weapon involved that is something, so I would recommend it if it sounds interesting to you. Yeah, I did still quite enjoy it overall, but yeah, I wasn't quite expecting it to be as sex-filled as it was. So anyway, I also finished a book yesterday, Monday. I finished Don't Scream by Joan Lowry Nixon, and yeah, this was good. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. My first time reading this author, I would definitely read more by her. This is a quick read, and yeah, while the story maybe wasn't the most gripping, I did like the way that everything came together at the end. Yeah, it gets, you know, quite intense at the end, and I liked the way that it actually ended. So yeah, this was a good one. Glad I checked it out and would read more by the author. And then I also got some book mail. This one, which is a very interesting looking book. I was contacted recently by the author, who asked if I would be interested in a copy, and they described it as being like Story of the Eye meets House of Leaves, and I was like, yes, yes, please. So yeah, I'll insert just a little snippet to give you an idea of what the inside of this book looks like, because yeah, it looks like I'm in for an interesting time. And then also yesterday in the mail, I got a really awesome postcard from my friend Roman, so thank you. Yeah, this made my day. That was very cool, so thank you. And yeah, I think that about catches us up on Giallo stuff. But in other news, we currently have another cat staying in our house, possibly temporarily, we will see. But on Sunday, when my brother-in-law got here, he and my husband, when they were pulling up to the house, they could hear a cat in distress. So anyway, they managed to rescue it and brought it in just so we could figure things out. It was Sunday, so a lot of places were closed, but they were able to take it somewhere to get it scanned, and it does have a chip. But the people tried calling the owners, but it seems they weren't able to get in touch with the owners. I'm not exactly sure because I wasn't there, but we've decided to kind of keep her indoors for now, just so she's not wandering the streets, you know. And we've been feeding her, and thankfully we have an attic space that's like closed off from the rest of the house, so she can just kind of hang there, and she seems totally chill about it, which is great. She's just kind of like hanging out and exploring, and she's very sweet and affectionate. But yeah, so we're hoping to take the next step in, you know, going through the proper procedures for trying to track down the owners. Obviously, we would like to get her back to her owners, but if that doesn't happen, then we are considering adopting her. So we will see what happens. I will keep you posted. So I just had a little hangout time with the cat in the attic. Yeah, she seems to be doing fine. She's got food and water and plenty of, you know, space to roam and whatever. I think our cat Barry knows something's going on, but not quite sure what, and I don't know if our dog Freddie has any clue that anything's happening. But yeah, obviously we're keeping them apart for now until we figure out you know, what's happening long term. So today is the last day of July. It is Wednesday, and yeah, it's Wednesday evening now. So yeah, sad that Giallo July is over, but it's been a really awesome month. And yeah, I wanted to say a big thank you to Bert at Storytime and Kelsey at Slime and Slashes for joining me as co-hosts for Giallo July. And also a big thank you to anyone and everyone who joined in, whether you read books, watched movies, or did a bit of both. I really appreciate you joining in, and I really hope you had a good time with it. I certainly did. Yeah, I managed to get through all of the books on my TBR, which there were 10 books. So yeah, I was really pleased to get to those. And I watched, I think, 17 films, so I did pretty well. Yeah, I got through all 10 of my official watch list and then several more. So last night I watched Delirium, Photo of Joya, which is one from the 80s, and it was very 80s, so yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, it definitely had some wacky moments, which I enjoyed. And then tonight I watched The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave, which was like an early 70s one, and yeah, definitely some gothic vibes, as well as like classic Giallo type of stuff. And yeah, enjoyed that one too. So yeah, both were a good time. Glad I checked them out. And yeah, I guess that about wraps things up for here and for this vlog. I am going to be doing like a proper wrap-up video, which will probably be coming out like a week after this vlog comes out. Yeah, getting one more use out of my Giallo July t-shirt, at least for this year anyway. Although, you know, maybe I'll just wear it on a random you know, random day in September or something, why not? Anyway, that's it from me for Giallo July, and yeah, hope you had a good month, and thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!